best of the best come here to put their tough to the test. Give it all for gold or go home broke when they open up that gate. Welcome to the show, welcome to the home of the world's biggest rodeo, where the Bayou City streets meet the country roads. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight. Where the Bayou City streets meet these country roads. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome into Cavalier Field. The A's have returned home to the friendly confines of Cavalier, home to the Dodge City Community College Conquistadors and your Dodge City A's. Home game today between the Liberal BJs and your A's as they take on the alternate identity of the Boot Hill Lawmen. First pitch thrown down, 7:03 p.m. to William Bologna, is a ball. Blake Pacheco getting the start on the mound today for your Dodge City A's. Pacheco, a new addition to the A's. That pitch is in for a strike. Pacheco from Edward Waters University comes from Jacksonville, Florida. So he's getting his start tonight on the mound for your A's. And it is a 1-1 count. Make that 2-1 now. So the pitch coming from Pacheco. Two balls, two strikes. The pitch coming as Pacheco, he works from the first base side of the rubber. It's grounded to Blakenze. The throw to first in time in the first out of the ball game as Bologna is retired on the 6-3 ground out. So that'll bring up Cooper Kardokas. Kardokas makes contact on an 0-1 pitch. A throw to first, not in time. Deeply hit in the hole, but not able to get the throw off quickly enough. So the BJs, they have a runner on with one away. That'll bring up Drew Gartman for the BJs. The BJs, of course, they've already played 2 games on the season. They enter tonight 2-0. Took 2 from the Game Day Angels, of course, yesterday. That was a makeup game. Won that one 15-5. So we'll go to work. The first pitch in for a strike right down the zone to Gartman. And he's down 0-1. The pitch, throw to first, not in time. The delivery, down the zone again, and Gartman down quickly, 0-2. Your A's, they enter tonight 2-3. They took 2 on the road. Of course, they beat the Lone Tree Lumberjacks on the first day of the trip and then managed to catch the Boulder Collegians and win the final game of the trip to split it 2-2. So Gartman will go down looking. And that brings up Josiah Rojas. So 1 on and now 2 away for the BJs. A non-league game tonight, so it doesn't count in the Rocky Mountain standings, but will count overall as Morehouse wanted to throw down, but it is in for ball 1 to Rojas. Pitch. Fouled off. That'll even the count at 1. One count. Runner goes. The throw is a strike. And the throw down to first, not in time. So Rojas now down in the count 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Pitch is fouled off. So the BJs are going with the red to gray faded uniform. So red up top fades into a gray at the bottom. They have baby blue numerals on their back outlined in white. Your A's, they go with the black Boot Hill today. They're taking on their alternate identity of the Boot Hill Lawman. Pitch is grounded to first, and they'll step on the bag for the out. So a quick pitch, and that will send us to the bottom of the first. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Bottom of the first, and Landon Langley gets the lead off for your Dodge City A's. Sends a fly ball on a 1-0 count out into center field for the first out of the inning. So that'll bring up Omari Johnson. Johnson takes the first pitch low and inside. It's 1-0. Johnson fouls that one off. Goes over towards the BJ's dugout. Evens a count at 1. So we'll go back to work. Catches the outer edge of the zone, does Roberge, and has Johnson down in the count 1-2. So Johnson will go down swinging for the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up Glenn Green the third. So let's take a look. Landon Langley, who led off, is batting .391 on the season. Omari he's batting .111. Down in the count, 0-2 is Green. The 0-2 delivery coming from Roberge, a righty on the mound. Misses low. That one was a laser beam in, but misses low to Green. Glenn Green batting .353 on the season for your Dodge City A's. 1-2 pitch. Roberge misfires outside and evens a count at 2. So it's deuces wild across the top of the scoreboard. Nobody on, 2 away for the A's here in the bottom of the first. Of course, a non-league game as Green will foul that one off and buzzes the tower right above us. Count remains 2-2. A 2-2 delivery. Preston actually played for the Dodge City A's 2 years ago. That pitch is swung on and missed. So Glenn Green will go down on strikes, and that'll send us to the top of the second. The BJs will have the middle of the order due up when we return. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Welcome back into Cavalier as we've worked our way into the top of the second now. Blake Pacheco back on the mound. Of course, Pacheco, a new addition to the Dodge City A's, and that will bring up Adam Swanson for the Liberal BJs. So righty on righty here. So we lead off into the second. The pitch, a fastball that catches the inner part of the zone. And it has Swanson down 0-1. Pacheco waving one off. He's got what he wants, and he'll come set. A's, they go with a super wide gap up the middle, playing the infield towards the bags rather than closing off the gap as that pitch is fouled off and has Swanson down 0-2. Pitch. This is high and inside. Pacheco with limited action coming into the season. That pitch is a line drive out into right field that will go nearly all the way to the wall, and an easy stand-up double for Swanson.
Now for the BJ's, the catcher, number 38, Cade Adams.
So the second hit of the ball game, and that brings in Cade Adams. Adams, a catcher for the BJ's. So let's talk about the defensive alignment for your Dodge City A's. Left or right in the outfield, it's Omari Johnson, Kennedy Drexler, and Alejandro Gomez. Pitch from Pacheco in for ball one. So third to first across the infield, Nico Brown, Arturo Blaquenze, Landon Langley, and Jaden Marino. Still over to third. Two-0 count. Pacheco fires in, catches the lower and inner part of the zone. Makes it 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 delivery. Pacheco will miss low on that one, and it's 3 balls, 1 strike to the catcher Adams. Three-one delivery. Misses low and inside, and that'll walk Adams.
At this time, we'd like to announce our first call for the 50-50 raffle. At this time, this is our first call for the 50-50 raffle.
So that'll put runners on the corners for the Liberal BJs to bring up Charlie Ziola. Ziola, the 7-hole hitter, the left fielder for the Liberal BJs. Steps on with 2 on and nobody out. So the BJs are threatening here. The pitch swung on and missed, and a much-needed first pitch strike from Pacheco. The pitch. Pacheco induces a swing and a miss again, and Ziola is down in the count 0-2. Take a look around the league here after a while. Pitch, that one misses low to Ziola. Makes it 1-2. I know the Hayes Larks are off. They were supposed to have played Topeka, but that game being canceled is, we're hearing rumors that Topeka Capitals are disbanded for the season. Pitch is high and inside, and that evens a count at 2. That does have implications, as the A's, they were scheduled to play Topeka later in July. So we'll see what happens. The pitch swung on and missed, and a much needed first out of the inning. So that'll bring up Wyatt Bohannon.
Baseman number 33, Wyatt Bohannon.
So Bohannon steps up, 2 on and 1 away now. First pitch from Pacheco. Runner goes. Bohannon swings and misses. A throw to first. Second is there. Oh, and they've got him in a rundown. They'll get the out, but a run scores. One count. One and two. Two count to Bohannon. The delivery, nobody on. 1 run in the inning for the BJs after the runner got caught in a rundown. The pitch is fouled off. Count remains 2-2. So it was Swanson that scored. Cade Adams was tagged out at third after he got caught in the rundown. The pitch misses high and inside, and it's a full count. So we'll see the payoff pitch here from Pacheco. Fires in, swung on and missed, and that will end the inning. So the A's, they get the strikeout, but give up a run, and they trail 1-0. We're headed to the bottom of the second. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Welcome back into Cavalier Field as we are set for the bottom of the second. Nico Brown set to lead off for your Dodge City A's.
Number 25, third baseman, Nico Brown.
So Nico batting .316 on the season as he steps in. Preston Roberge, he returns to the mound for the Liberal BJs. Of course, just his second inning of work. First pitch in from Roberge in for strike number 1. Down in the count, 0-1. That pitch catches the upper part of the zone and quickly has Brown now down 0-2. Brown makes contact, fielded by the shortstop. He'll bobble it. So an error on the BJs, and the A's have a runner aboard.
At that now for the Blue Hill Robin. Number 12, first baseman, Jaden Moreno.
So that brings up Jaden Marino. Marino steps on and nobody out. The first pitch he sees, a strike on the outer edge, and he's down 0-1. Marino batting .250 on the season. The 0-1 pitch gets Moreno to swing and miss, and he's down quickly 0-2. So Roberge, he's being efficient, has thrown 16 pitches so far, 12 in 4 strikes. So we'll see the 0-2 pitch here. Roberge waving one off, has what he wants and comes set. The pitch swung on and missed, and that will be a strikeout for Marino. So Arturo Blaquenze steps on. He's down 0-1. Arturo batting .167 on the season. 1 on, 1 away for the A's, and that one's in for a strike. And very similarly, Blaquenze down in the count 0-2. Can't complain about Roberge throwing strikes because he's doing it here. The throw to first, not in time. The 0-2 delivery. Roberge standing on the third base side of the rubber. Contact made. Fielded by the shortstop, and they'll go to first for the out. It moves Nico Brown over to second. So that'll bring up our Alejandro Gomez. Gomez, he's batting .143 and comes up empty on his first offering. Down in the count, 0-1. Of course, the A's, they took on their alternate identity today of the Boot Hill Lawmen. That's set for every Monday here at Cavalier Field as that pitch is in for a strike. Just like every batter this inning, Gomez down early, 0-2. At pitch, chopper fielded by Roberge. The throw to first is in time, and that will end the inning. Well, we'll keep it here because I hear that we have a special presentation coming up. So we'll keep it on the field and throw it down for you to see the Boot Hill Gunfighters.
Make sure you flash it down and get in on our 50-50 raffle here this evening. Tonight we would like to welcome our special guests from the Boot Hill Museum as they partner with the A's for our City Connect night. Boot Hill Museum is located on the original site of Boot Hill Cemetery and highlights the glory days as Queen of the Cowcats with creative, lively, interactive displays and activities for the entire family. Boot Hill Museum is open all year long where you can belly up to the bar for a cold sarsaparilla or enjoy some of Grandma's homemade fudge in the general store.
The Outlaws are taking the lady.
We'd like to present you now to the center field for a performance.
Something bad might happen. Uh-oh. And the lady makes it out unscathed. Ladies and gentlemen, the Boot Hill Gunfighters. If you're ever in Dodge City, make sure you make it down to Boot Hill Museum to check out the variety show. We thank Boot Hill for their partnership on City Connect nights, as you heard in the announcements. The Boot Hill Gunfighters every Monday night that your A's are here as the Boot Hill Lawmen at Cavalier Field. We'll take a step aside, come back after warm-ups with the top of the third. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Seth Green up for the Liberal BJs. So it's 9-1-2 for the BJs here in the inning, and he's ahead 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 pitch. It's fouled off. Two and one the count to Green. Seth Green of the Liberal BJs pitches in for a strike. It evens the count at 2. Pacheco, he's waving a couple off. He has what he wants and will come set. Kicks and fires in, and it's a high fly ball, but easily played as Drexler came running in, but not able to pull it down. So that'll bring up, back at the top of the order, William Bologna. He grounded out the last time he was up. 1 on and nobody out for the BJs. They have a runner on in scoring position. BJs lead at 1-0 as we've worked our way into the top of the third. A long look back at second. Pacheco will step off. Pitch is grounded right back up the middle and not able to get to it. That'll score a run as now the BJs are up 2-0. So that'll bring up Cooper Cardokas. Cardokas is 1 for 1. Singled through the left side his last time up. One on, nobody out. 1 run in now. The BJs lead at 2-0 for Cooper Cardokas after Aiden Morehouse. He went out and had a quick conversation with Pacheco. We'll go back to work. Bologna gets his lead off of first. Yeze closed the gap in center and the middle. So they're playing closer to the bag now. Pitch shows bunt, sends it foul, does Cardokas, and is down 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Pacheco waves one off. He's got it. Throw to first, not in time. Pitch is fouled off again, and Cardokas down in the count 0-2. The 0-2 delivery coming as Pacheco's got what he wants and comes set. The pitch, runner starts to go. It's up the middle, and it will be in for another hit. That'll put runners on at first and second.
At that now for Liberal, second baseman number 2, Drew Gartman.
So that'll bring up Drew Gartman. 2 on and nobody out for the BJs. Gartman, a strikeout victim. He went down looking the last time he was up. The pitch shows bunt, goes foul straight down, and he's down 0-1. 0-1 delivery from Pacheco. He'll take a look back at second. As Bologna gets a lead, swung on and missed. And that has Gartman down 0-2. So it's Bologna at second, Cardokas at first for the BJs. The A's are looking for an out here. The pitch, runners go. Bobbled, and that will be ball one. Runners advance 90 feet. Two the count to Gartman. So after falling behind 0-2, he's worked his way back even. Pacheco now, this will be the 50th pitch of the ball game as he misses high and outside. And that runs the count full. So we'll see the payoff pitch. Nobody working in either bullpen right now. Of course, still very early in the ball game. The payoff pitch, grounded foul, and the at-bat continues for Gartman. Three-two pitch again. Up the left side, fielded by Brown. The throw to first, not in time. And that puts runners on the corners, and that's going to bring Jeremiah McCollum out of the dugout.
At that now for the BJs, number 23 right fielder Josiah Rojas.
BJ's lead at 3-0. So that pitch is fouled by Rojas. Runner goes, and that puts runners now at second and third. One sent foul. So Rojas is down in the count 1-2. And the A's are still looking for their first out of the inning despite 2 runs already scored. The BJs, they have 2 runners in scoring position. The pitch down low. It gets away from Morehouse, but does not allow advancement. The 2-2 delivery. Grounded up the middle, fielded by Blakenze. The throw to first in time. So that'll put a runner at third. Another run scores, and the BJs lead at 4-0.
At that now for Liberal BJs,
So 1 out for Adam Swanson. Pitches in for a strike. Swanson down 0-1. The A's looking for outs. It's the 6th batter of the inning at the plate right now for the BJs. Pitches in for a strike. And it has Swanson down 0-2. He doubled the last time he was up. The pitch swung on and missed, and a much-needed strikeout. And that'll bring up Cade Adams. He drew a walk the last time he was up. Now 2 away for the BJs. So Adams steps in.
Number 38, Cade Adams.
Gartman on at third. 3 runs in the inning for the BJs. The A's are looking for that third out. A broken bat as it will be a ground out to Marino, and that will end the inning. So a piece of firewood here early in this game, and we're headed to the bottom of the third. The A's, they'll have the lower part of the order due up when we come back. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Down in the count now, 0-2 after Drexler comes up empty on the swing, and it's Preston Roberge back on the mound for the Liberal BJs. So the A's are trying to complete their second trip through the batting order. That pitch misses low from Roberge, and it's 1-2. Drexler, he's batting .250 on the season, makes soft contact, fielded by Roberge. A throw to first in time, and 1 away. So that'll bring up Aiden Morehouse as the A's are at the bottom of the order, and that brings in the 9-hole hitter Morehouse. He'll take a strike. Morehouse batting 167. This is his third game that he's been in the lineup for your Dodge City A's. And pitch 1-1 the count now. Robert's efficient as he gets Morehouse to come up empty on the swing. And he's down 1-2. Robert's at 30 pitches in the ball game. 24 have been in for strikes for the BJ's pitcher. The 1-2 pitch. Off the end of the bat by Morehouse. It's a high fly ball out into right field. The right fielder to the wall and gone. Our solo shot over the Conquistadors C, and the A's are on the board as they trail 4-1. The first hit and first run of the ball game, and it belongs to the 9-hole hitter Morehouse. As the A's, they'll turn the lineup over to Landon Langley. Langley, he flew out his last time up. Langley's been a staple in the order for your Dodge City A's as he has 9 hits on the season so far and takes a first pitch ball. So Langley ahead in the count 1-0. So he'll make contact, grounds it to the shortstop Bologna. They'll throw to first for the out. And that will bring up Omari Johnson.
At that now for the Dodge City A's, number 14 left fielder, Omari Johnson.
So now 2 away for the Dodge City A's. For Omari Johnson, he went down swinging his last time up. Takes a first pitch ball. Johnson, he has 1 hit on the season so far coming into tonight's contest. He'll take a pitch high from Roberge and is head 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. It's fouled over the press box and makes it 2 balls and 1 strike now to Omari Johnson. The 2-1 delivery. Grounded to the shortstop. Throw to first. Not in time. Johnson able to beat that one out. An infield single for Johnson is the second hit of the ball game. So that'll bring up Glenn Green the third. He's 0 for 1. Went down swinging his last time up. So 1 on, 2 away for the A's. Down by 3 here in the bottom of the third. Pitch in for a strike. Pitch. Green makes contact and fouls that one off. Count remains 0-2. Johnson goes, a throw to second, almost oversliding the bag, and that's the danger here at Cavalier Field. The turf plays fast. And you'll see it sometimes. They'll overslide at second. So a stolen base, and the A's have a runner in scoring position. One-two delivery. Johnson with the leadoff of second. The pitch misses low and outside. And that evens the count at 2. The 2-2. Robert, he'll wave off a couple. He has what he wants and comes set. The pitch, it's fouled back into the backstop. The count remains 2-2. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming for Green. Of course, the A's are looking to try to work pitch count here as Robert still just at 43 in the ball game. A line drive out into left, and that will send Johnson around third. He'll score easily, an RBI single for Glenn Green. So that'll bring in Nico Brown. And that's going to prompt a mound visit, and the BJs are going to start sending someone to the bullpen. There is no work yet in the Dodge City A's bullpen. A's trail at 4-2 as we have worked our way into the bottom of the third inning. Of course, a non-league game between these two teams. So during this break in action, let's see if we can take a look around the league. So coming into tonight, the Hayes Larks are leading the league 4-0. It's the Liberal BJs 2-0. Your Dodge City A's are 2-2, followed by the Fort Collins Foxes at 1-1. Game Day Angels check in at 2-3, and the Boulder Collegians 1-3, followed up by the Lumberjacks 0-3 in the league. Grounded to the third baseman. They'll throw to first in time. That'll end the inning. We're headed to the top of the fourth. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Charlie Ziola set to lead off here in the top of the fourth for the BJs. They lead at 4-2. They've out-hit your Dodge City A's 5-3. Each team with an error in the ball game as Pacheco misses outside for ball one. No work in the A's bullpen yet, but there is work occurring down in the BJ's bullpen as Ziola comes up empty on the offering and evens the count at 1. A 1-1 pitch. Fastball goes low. Makes it 2-1. Well, your A's, they'll have the day off tomorrow and return to league play Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Wednesday and Thursday, we host the Colorado Lumberjacks. Friday and Saturday, the Boulder Collegians. A pitch grounded to the third baseman, Brown, and that will be the first out of the inning. Brings up Wyatt Bohannon. He's 0 for 1. He went down swinging the last time he was at the plate. Nobody on, one away for the BJs. The A's would sure like to get a shutdown inning here. The pitch. Catches the upper part of the zone and called strike. Bohannon down 0-1 and evens the count there after the pitch misfired by Pacheco and misses outside. So the A's, they go back to that wide set up the middle again with their middle infielders. The pitch, foul tipped. That has Bohannon down 1-2. The A's are playing their center field. Basically, they're playing their outfielders pretty much straight up. That pitch misses inside and evens a count at 2. Well, the BJs are trying to complete their second trip through the batting order. The 2-2 delivery. Pacheco induces contact. It's fouled off, and the count remains 2-2. The pitch misses low, does Pacheco, and the count runs full. We'll see the payoff pitch. Called strike 3, and Bohannon will go down looking. That'll bring up Seth Green at the bottom of the order for the BJs with 2 away. So Green steps on. Green doubled through the left side his last time up. Takes a pitch low and inside for ball 1. Still no work in the bullpen for the Dodge City A's. There is work down in the BJs, and you have to wonder if they might not make a change in between innings. The 1-0 pitch through on the right side, and the BJs will have a runner aboard. Sixth hit of the ball game for the BJs to bring up William Bologna. Bologna back at the top of the order as the BJs are going to start their third trip through the batting order. Bologna a single the last time he was up, hit it right back up the middle, so that wide gap not being favorable to the Dodge City A's today. First pitch he sees misses outside. It's 1-0. Delivery. Pacheco at 75 pitches in the ball game now. Pitches in for a strike. The throw down to second, not in time. One and one the count to Bologna as the pitch was in and called strike. Green, he's getting a lead off of second. That pitch is chopped straight down foul. And he's down in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch coming. Bologna will step out. Well, after Bologna steps out, Pacheco took a few steps around the back of the mound. We'll go to work. The 1-2, Pacheco yanks it outside, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Deuce is wild across the top of the scoreboard. Runner goes. It's swung on and missed, and that will end the inning. The A's get the strikeout to end it. We're headed to the bottom of the 4th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Jaden Moreno leading off for the Dodge City A's. Takes the first pitch he sees, grounds it to the second baseman, throw to first in time. Quickly one away.
At that now for number 6, shortstop, Arturo Blankowski.
So that'll bring up Arturo Blakenze. Blakenze 0 for 1. He grounded out the last time he was up as the A's are trying to complete their first trip through the batting order. Pitch misses low. Robert's missing low and outside again. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. Or, sorry, 3 balls, no strikes. Taking all the way was Blakenze, and pitch catches the outer edge of the zone, and it's 3-1. Pitch misses outside. It's a 5-pitch walk. A's have a runner aboard to bring up Alejandro Gomez. Gomez 0 for 1, but that's not going to take long because here comes head coach Caden Trinkle. Trinkle pointing to the bullpen, and they're going to make a change. We'll tell you about it when we come back. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Braxton Trinkle took over the mound from Northeast Junior College and throws a strike to Alejandro Gomez. Gomez sends it to the third baseman. They throw to second for 1.
That now for Dodge City, number 2, Kennedy Drexler.
So 1 on and now 2 away for Kenny Drexler, who is 0 for 1 and grounded out the last time he was up. He'll make contact, sends it foul. So the BJs, they've already made the call to the bullpen, and still nobody in the bullpen for the Dodge City A's. Down in the count, 0-1 is Drexler. The pitch, it's fouled off to the left, and Drexler down in the count, 0-2. Throw over to first, not in time. The pitch, chopped at the middle, taken by the shortstop. They'll step on first, and that will, or second rather, in the inning. And we are headed to the top of the 5th. A's trail 4-2. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Top of the 5th, and the BJs have 2, 3, and 4 due up in the inning. It's Cardokas, Gartman, and Rojas. Let's go ahead and thank some of our sponsors. We'll start with our Grand Slam sponsors. Community Foundation of Southwest Kansas, City of Dodge City, Lewis Automotive, Kirk Fertilizer, Curbs Law Office, LLC, and Brian and Melissa Huff. We thank you for your sponsorship and support of Dodge City A's baseball. Well, lights on here at Cavalier Field, and the first pitch in to Cardokas, who is 2 for 2. Misses inside for ball 1. So Cardokas has singled both times he's been at the plate. See, BJ's lead this one 4-2 here in the top of the 5th. The pitch in and catches the outer edge of the zone to even the count at 1. So the A's, after spending 4 days on the road, they've returned home to Cavalier Field, and they'll be here for the next week. Pitch is fouled off and out of play to the left, and Cardokas down in the count 1-2. Something you don't see very often, the flag almost straight down. So not much wind here tonight at Cavalier Field, but it is a steamy one. So pitch is high and outside. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pushing the 100-degree mark earlier today here in Dodge. The 2-2 delivery outside, and the count runs full. Well, currently they say it's 90, feels like 96, so the humidity a factor was all day. So we'll see a payoff pitch now from Pacheco. The 85th pitch of the ball game as it's inside, and that leadoff walk, and that could be dangerous for the Dodge City A's. Those leadoff walks, they generally come around to hurt you. Let's see if the A's can get out of this one, getting the leadoff on. Brings up Drew Gartman. He's 0 for 2, got on an error the last time he was up. 1 on and nobody out. The throw over to first, not in time. So as I said earlier, Pacheco's at 85 pitches. 53 have been in for strikes. The pitch misses high. 1-0 count to Gartman. VJs are working their 3rd trip through the batting order. The throw to first, again, not in time. Gartman getting pitch is in, called strike. Cardokas was getting the lead, but pitch was in for a strike and evens a count at 1. The 1-1, runner goes, pitches in for a strike, throw down, not in time. Well, 6 stolen bases so far in the ball game for the Liberal BJs. Count 1-2 to Gartman. Pitch swung on and missed, and Gartman will go down swinging. The first out of the inning and a much needed strikeout to bring up Josiah Rojas. Rojas, he's 0 for 2, has grounded out both times he's been at the plate. Cardokas, he gets his lead off of second. The pitch, high and outside. Well, the A's, they do have a pitcher down in the bullpen now. So we'll go back to work after a short mound visit between Morehouse and Pacheco. Top of the 5th, 1 away, 1 on for the BJs. The 1-0 count. Pacheco has what he wants and will come set. The pitch misses outside. It's 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch. Pacheco misses low, and Rojas is ahead in the count, 3 balls and no strikes. Not necessarily a position the A's want to be in to get 2 on with only 1 away, but it's not the end of the world. The 3-0, called strike. Taking all the way was Rojas. The 3-1. In and called strike. Rojas thought it was ball 4. Well, the count's run full, so we'll see the payoff pitch. Throw back to second. They don't get the tag down in time. McKenzie was there tracking right behind Cardocas and thought he might have had the tag. So we'll go to work. Payoff pitch coming from Pacheco. Delivers high and outside, and that puts runners on now at first and second. Brings up Adam Swanson. Swanson's 1 for 2. He went down swinging the last time he was at the plate. And here comes head coach Jeremiah McCollum. He's going to have a mound visit. Not sure that they're going to make a pitching change yet, but we'll take this opportunity. Let's thank our home run sponsors: the Victory Electric Cooperative Association, Jimmy John's, Spearville 3 EDF, Val Hinton, Rabine Brothers, Cargill, Kirby Meat Company, Building Solutions LLC, National Beef Packing Company LLC, Tommy's Express Car Wash, and Dodge City Family YMCA. We thank you for your sponsorship and support of Dodge City A's baseball. Well, they're going to break up the mound visit, and we'll go to work. There's Adam Swanson now at the plate. Rojas on at first. Cardocas at second for the Liberal BJs. A's trailing this one 4-2 in the top of the 5th. 1 out so far in the top of this inning. So Swanson steps in with 2 on. And we'll see what happens here. Pacheco looking in. He's got what he wants and comes set. Will fire in. It's swung on and missed, and Swanson down 0-1. Pacheco has his sign again. Fires in. It's made contact, does Swanson. It'll drop in shallow left center field, and that will load the bases. A good throw by Drexler out of center field to load the bases, but there again, bases loaded with 1 out. That brings in Cade Adams. Adams, he's 0 for 1, grounded out the last time he was up. First pitch he sees from Pacheco. He'll miss outside for ball 1. One-0 delivery coming. Grounded foul up the first base line. Count even at 1. Cardocas at third, Rojas at second, Swanson at first. Blake Pacheco on the mound for the A's. Fires in low and inside and misses. It's 2 balls, 1 strike, the count. Cade Adams, the catcher for the Liberal BJs. The pitch. It's up and will fall foul near the A's bullpen. And that evens a count at 2. Checo steps on, prepares for the 2-2 pitch. Kicks and fires and delivers high, and the count runs full. Well, Pacheco's over 100 pitches now in the ball game, 102 to be exact. And a big payoff pitch coming here. A walk. Walks in a run. Pitch is fouled off to remain alive by Adams. So we'll do the payoff again. Pacheco gets what he wants. Comes set. Fires in, and it's high for ball 4. That'll walk a run in. The BJs lead at 5-1. 5-2. So that brings up Charlie Ziola. Ziola, he's 0 for 2. Bases loaded. Rojas at third, Swanson at second, Adams at first. Sixth batter of the inning for the BJs. First pitch catches the upper part of the zone. Has Ziola down 0-1. Down the count now, 0-2 is outside of the single by Swanson. Every base runner this inning, every other base runner this inning has been a walk. Down on the count, 0-2. The pitch, it's a fly ball, but will go foul and out of play to the left. So Ziola remains alive. Count remains 0-2. Pitch. It's a fly ball, playable into right. It'll be pulled down by Gomez, and the throw in, not in time. The BJs score a run. An RBI sac fly for Ziola, and the BJs lead at 6-2. Runners on the corners now with 2 away for Wyatt Bohannon. Bohannon, he has gone down via the strike. Both times he's been at the plate. He'll take a pitch outside for ball 1. Checo taking a look over at first. He'll come set, delivers, induces a swing and a miss, and it evens a count at 1. We're just over the hour-and-a-half mark into this ball game. Top of the 5th with the BJs leading at 6-2. Runner goes as the pitch down low. Makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, the BJs are trying to put the pressure on. Have done it well. Two-one pitch coming from Pacheco. Swung on and missed, and that evens the count at 2. So it's Deuces Wild to top the scoreboard. Pacheco waving one off. Now he has what he wants. Delivers. It's chopped up to Pacheco. They'll throw to first for the out, and that will end the inning. So we're headed to the bottom of the 5th. The A's, they'll have 9-1 and 2 due up when we return. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Nine, 1, and 2 due up for your Dodge City A's. They trail it by 4. So we've entered the bottom of the 5th. Aiden Morehouse leads off. He's 1 for 1. He hit the home run, and he'll get back-to-back hits as he sends it up the middle for a single.
At that now for Dodge City, the second baseman, number 5, Landon Langley.
So the A's, they'll turn the lineup over, and they send the courtesy runner out. Jael Amador going to do the courtesy running for the Dodge City A's as Landon Langley steps in. Langley 0 for 2. He grounded out the last time he was up. The A's, they've turned the lineup over. Landon Langley up, down in the count, 0-2. Braxton Trinkle on the mound for the Liberal BJs, and the pitch, it'll go foul, back and out of play again. Count 0-2. Trinkle, he works from the middle of the rubber. The pitch, it's a high fly ball to left field. If it stays fair, no. Oh, so close. That had extra bases written all over it. But it falls foul. So we'll go back to work. Count remains 0-2 to Langley. Amador scampers back to first on the throw to first, not in time. So Jael Amador, the courtesy runner for Aiden Morehouse. The pitch, fouled back again. Five straight fouled off by Langley. Trinkle delivers. It's swung on, and they try to strike him out, throw him out, but the throw goes out into center field.
At that now for the Marlin, number 14, left fielder, Omari Johnson.
Well, it appears that the home plate umpire called interference at the plate. So that goes from 1 on and nobody out to now 2 away. That'll bring up Omari Johnson. Johnson in, called strike, down in the count 0-1. Counts even at 1 to Johnson. The pitch. He'll foul that one back into the netting and falls down 1-2. Pitch outside. Evens a count at 2. Omari, he's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Singled the last time he was at the plate. The A's are just looking for some sort of offense as pitch is grounded to the second baseman. They'll throw to first for the out. That will end the inning, and we're headed to the top of the 6th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. The A's, they make the call to the bullpen. They go to Glenn Green, so they are turning the DH into a pitcher DH. At least on paper right now, anyway. Pitch is grounded, fielded by, oh, not able to get it.
At bat now for the Liberal BJs, the shortstop number 5, William Melania.
Well, unfortunately, an early infield hit for the BJs. As Seth Green got on the infield single, and that turns the lineup over. Green, by the way, a perfect 3 for 3 now. Pitch, this is high. Pitch is popped up, playable, giving chases Langley, and he'll have it just ahead of the outfield grass for the first out of the inning.
At that now for the BJs, number 6, Cooper Cardocas.
Well, 1 on and 1 away now for the BJs. For Cooper Cardocas. Cardocas, 2 for 2. Throw down to first, not in time. Well, I believe the count's 1-1. Sorry, 1-0. The pitch to Cardocas. Shows bunt, pulls it back, takes it for a ball, and I believe he's ahead 2 balls and no strikes. Cardocas fouls that one off. That makes it 2-1. Two-one pitch coming from Green. Glenn Green the third on the mound now for the Dodge City A's. The pitch swung on and missed, and that evens the count at 2. So Seth Green on at second for the Liberal BJs as they've elected the run early and run often approach. The pitch from Green, low and inside, and the count runs full. Eight stolen bags in the ball game for the Liberal BJs as we're in the top of the 6th. Payoff pitch coming from Green. He's on the center of the rubber. The pitch low and inside, and he loses the battle and walks a runner on. So that'll bring up Drew Gartman. Gartman, he's 0 for 3, has struck out twice in the ball game.
BJs is the second baseman, Drew Gartman.
So Gartman steps on, 2 on and 1 away. The pitch misses low. Makes it 1-0. So 1 away for the BJs. The pitch inside, called strike, and that evens the count at 1. One delivery coming from Green as he takes a look back at second. Gartman sends one up the middle, and that'll load the bases.
At bat now for the Liberal BJs, number 23, right fielder Josiah Rojas.
6 runs on 9 hits and an error for the BJs. 2 runs on 4 hits and an error for your Dodge City A's. Bases loaded. It's Green at third, Cardocas at second, Gartman at first. Josiah Rojas steps up and takes a strike. He's 0 for 2, walked on the last time he was up. The pitch, a flying bat at the on-deck circle. Get that boy some stickum. Wow. Well, we'll go back to work. He'll get a good grip on his bat, and we'll see what happens from here. Down in the count, 0-2. Bases loaded with nobody out. The pitch swung on and missed, and a much-needed strikeout. Rojas will go down swinging. That'll bring up Adam Swanson. And Swanson, he's in a very peculiar position, and not someone you may not want to have up right now. 2 for 3 in the ball game. Singled the last time he was up. Swanson takes one inside. He's ahead in the count, 1-0. Approaching the 2-hour mark of this ball game as that pitch grounded foul up the first base line, and that will even the count at 1. So it's Seth Green at third, Cooper Cardocas at second, Drew Gartman at first for the Liberal BJs. Bases loaded with 2 away. Well, hopefully the A's can get out of this bases loaded jam here. 1-1 pitch coming. Green has his sign and come set. Delivers a fastball. It's fouled back into the net, and it has Swanson down 1 ball and 2 strikes. One-two delivery coming from Green. Looking in and has his sign. Pitch misses outside, and that evens the count at 2. The 2-2 is swung on and missed, and that will end the inning. The BJs leave them loaded. The A's get out of the loaded jam, and we're headed to the bottom of the 6th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. A's have worked their way into the bottom of the sixth. They have Glenn Green leading off. Green is 1 for 2, singled the last time he was up. So Green the third, not only pitching, he's now the pitcher slash DH in this ball game, and he takes a pitch out for ball 1. A 1-0 pitch coming from Trinkle. He'll miss high and inside. Green working ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0. Missing high again, and Green's ahead, 3 balls and no strikes. That puts a runner on with nobody out for your A's. That'll bring up Nico Brown. Brown, he's 0 for 2, grounded out the last time he was up. The A's, they trail 6-2. Trinkle back on the mound for the BJs. He's now at 22 pitches on the ball game as that pitch is in for a strike. Has Nico Brown down in the count 0-1. Brown makes contact, sends it on the right side, taken by the second baseman, and he throws it away. That'll put runners on at second and third with nobody out. Well, a costly error by the BJs. A called strike to Jaden Marino. Marino, he's 0 for 2. Grounded out the last time he was up. So after the error, the A's have runners on at second and third with nobody out. Marino takes a pitch low. And that evens the count at 1. Pitch is popped up and fouled off, and Marino down in the count 1-2. Pitch outside. Two balls and 2 strikes to count to Jaden Marino. That pitch down low and outside, and Marino works the count full. Payoff pitch coming to Marino. Trinkle delivers inside, and that will load the bases. So the A's, they have a bases loaded situation of their own now with nobody out. And here comes a mound visit from the BJ's dugout. Well, let's take this opportunity. We'll thank our triple sponsor, Dodge City Eye Care. We thank you for your sponsorship and support of Dodge City A's baseball, as they have graciously sponsored the announcement of the officials every night. Arturo Blaquenze, he stands in the on-deck circle for your Dodge City A's. Blaquenze, he's 0 for 1, walked on the last time he was up. So the A's are in the bottom third of their batting order now, trying to complete their third trip through the order, and they'll break up the mound visit. So we'll go to work. Glenn Green the third on at third, Nico Brown at second, Jaden Marino at first. So walk, error, walk has loaded the bases here in the bottom of the sixth. Nobody out for your Dodge City A's. And that brings up, of course, Arturo Blaquenze. Blaquenze steps in to face off against Trinkle, the righty on the mound for the Liberal BJs, who has thrown 30 pitches. 20 have been in for strikes, and he misses low and outside for ball one. Well, that's going to prompt another quick visit from the catcher, Adams. Adams going to walk the ball out to Trinkle, and they'll go back to work. Nobody in the bullpen currently for the Liberal BJs. The A's bullpen vacant as well. So we'll go to work. It is a 1-ball, no strike count to Arturo. The 1-0 pitch coming as he Trinkle's set. Delivers. It's on the upper inside edge of the zone, and that evens a count at 1. Trinkle missed outside. Got a strike call inside. We'll see what he does here on the 1-1 pitch. Goes low, trying to get Blaquenze to go fishing. It's 2-1. The 2-1. Trinkle misses high, so he's been outside, inside, down, and up. We'll see what he does. Count 3 balls, 1 strike. A miss, walks a run in. Trinkle set. Fires in, it's swung on and missed, and Blaquenze works the count full. So we'll see the payoff pitch. Trinkle went towards the outer edge of the zone there, but got the swing and a miss. The payoff pitch. Trinkle's got it and set. Oh. Blaquenze comes up empty on the offering, and that will be the first out of the inning as he will go down swinging. So that'll bring up Alejandro Gomez with bases loaded and 1 away. Gomez 0 for 2, hit into a fielder's choice the last time he was up. Grounded a fielder's choice right at Cardocas at third. The first pitch he sees, swung on and missed. Down in the count, 0-1. Well, and now head coach Jeremiah McCollum is going to opt for some offensive timeout. So the A's / Lawmen, they're going to talk some things over with bases loaded. We'll go back to work. They're going to hand a different batting helmet to Glenn Green. Down in the count, 0-1 is Gomez. Trinkle takes a walk around the mound and will go to work. So there is work now down in the BJ's bullpen. The 0-1 delivery goes low for ball one. One ball, one strike, one away for your A's. We're in the bottom of the sixth, a 6-2 lead for the Liberal BJs. The pitch, Gomez comes up empty. He's down 1-2. Well, you'd sure hate to come up empty on a bases loaded situation. The A's, they got out of one of their own in the top half of this inning. 1-2 delivery goes low and outside, and that evens a count at 2. Trinkle looking in. Gomez is going to step out of the box. That'll allow Trinkle to step off the mound, and we'll go back to work as Trinkle steps on. Gomez steps in. His right foot on the back side of the batter's box. The 2-2 delivery. Popped up. It's playable, giving chases the catcher Adams, and he'll have it right in front of the BJ's dugout. 2 away for the Dodge City A's.
At the plate now for the Robin, the center fielder, number 2, Kennedy Drexler.
So after working the bases loaded, 2 straight outs, and that brings up Kennedy Drexler. Drexler, he's 0 for 2, hit into a fielder's choice the last time he was up. We haven't talked about it yet. Dimensions for Cavalier Field. Back here at the friendly confines of Cavalier. 330 down both right and left field lines. 348 into both right and left power alleys. And, of course, 404 to dead red center. Drexler ahead 1-0. The pitch. This is low and outside. Two-0 count to Drexler. The pitch. High inside. It's 3 balls, no strikes. Well, Drexler can definitely afford to take one. We'll see what he opts to do here. Ahead in the count, 3-0. Bases loaded with 2 away for the A's. The pitch takes a strike that catches the outer edge of the zone, and that makes it 3-1 to Drexler. The pitch. Trinkle set. Delivers. It's a pop-up headed towards left field. Everybody's giving chase, and it will fall fair. The left fielder came charging in. It falls fair. The throw home, not in time, and it is a bases clearing stand-up double for Drexler. The A's trail it 6-5.
At that now for Dodge City, the pitcher, number 34, Aiden Morehouse.
A 3-run double And here comes Caden Trinkle making the call to the bullpen. So the BJs are going to make the call. The A's, they've scored 3. They trail by 1. We're going to take a step aside and tell you about the new pitcher for the BJs when we come back. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Can you hand me the binoculars, please? Thank you. We're trailing by 1. Well, the BJs, they've made the call to the bullpen for the second time in the ball game, and they're on to their third pitcher. It is Sam Barnes taking over the mound for the Liberal BJs. Barnes, a righty, comes from Dyersburg State Community College, a Tennessee native. Well, let's take this opportunity since we're here. We'll thank our double sponsors, First Dental and Forgone Financial, ITC Great Plains LLC, and I Don't Care Family Restaurant and Sports Bar. We thank you for your sponsorship and support of Dodge City A's Baseball. Well, Barnes has gotten his warm-up pitches and will go to work. Aiden Morehouse steps in for the Dodge City A's at the bottom of the order. Is another dangerous situation to be in. Morehouse 2 for 2. A homer and a single has been his night at the plate. Steps on with 2 outs, 1 runner on. So he takes a strike. Down on the count, 0-1 is Morehouse. Barnes delivers inside, and that evens the count at 1. A little sidewinder action going on the mound for Barnes. Steps on, working with his right foot on the third base side of the rubber. Looking in, he has his sign and comes set. Submarine yanks it across his zone and gets the strike call and has Morehouse down in the count 1-2. Well, the A's, they made the bases loaded situation pay dividends. It was a 3-run double for Drexler. The pitch coming from Barnes as he has what he wants, and he'll come set. Sidewinder delivers, and it's a fly ball out into left center field, and it will fall in for a hit. Here comes Drexler, and he will score easy. An RBI single for Morehouse. Perfect 3 for 3 on the evening so far as the A's turn the lineup over to Mr. Landon Langley. Well, not only have the A's cleared the bases, they've tied the ball game at 6 apiece. 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th for your Dodge City A's. And it is a brand new ball game. 6 runs on 6 hits for the A's, and Langley steps in, takes a pitch outside for ball 1. Langley's 0 for 3. He struck out swinging the last time he was at the plate. You almost have a feeling that Landon might be due for something here. Sidewinder a little more difficult to track, as that ball does move quite a bit as it comes across the zone. The pitch up the middle, and that'll be a single and puts runners on the corners. Oh. Oh. Well, Jael gets caught in a rundown at third, and they get the out after the BJs threw the ball away. That'll end the inning, but the A's, they have a brand new ball game tied at 6 apiece as we are headed to the top of the 7th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. We'll bring you in. It is the hamburger, hot dog, ketchup, mustard, and all condiments race. You'll see them on the right side of your screen. 6 of them set to race. Hot dog rounding around the outside edge, and he's got an early lead. Corn bringing up the back of the pack. Hot dog will win the first hot dog, ketchup, and mustard race here at Cavalier Field. So we will go to work. We'll take a step aside to work our way into the top of the 7th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Top of the seventh, a 2-2 count to Cade Adams. Adams 0 for 1, walked on. He's walked on twice in this ball game. That pitch misses low and the count runs full. Green, he's back on the mound for the Dodge City A's. The pitch fouled off. Count remains 3-2. The payoff pitch again, low and outside, and that walks the runner on. Well, leadoff walk, and again, a dangerous situation to be in, is prefer to not have the leadoff aboard for Charlie Ziola. He's 0 for 2. Hit into a sac fly the last time he was up.
That now for the BJ's left fielder, number 8, Charlie Ziola.
So Ziola steps on, takes a pitch outside, moves ahead in the count, 1 ball and no strikes. Well, the BJs are going to go with a courtesy runner. A courtesy runner for the Liberal BJs is number 3, Jet Huffman. So Huffman on for the BJs to do the courtesy running, and we'll go back to work in a 1-0 count to Ziola as he takes a pitch high and outside and works his way ahead, 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch fouled off. Ziola still ahead 2 balls and 1 strike. A 2-1 delivery coming from Green the third as he'll take a look over at first. The pitch, it's popped up. It should be playable. Giving chase is Drexler, and he'll take it in left center field for the first out.
At that now for Liberals, number 33, first baseman, Wyatt Bohannon.
Well, runner remains at first for the BJs, and that brings up Wyatt Bohannon. He's 0 for 3, grounded out the last time he was up, and that is not Bohannon. The BJs are going to Cole Manuel, so a pinch hitter now for Bohannon. And we'll see if Manuel will take over at first. So a defensive change will be coming for the Liberal BJs as the righty Cole Manuel steps up. Throw down to first, not in time, and a strike delivered to Manuel has him down in the count 0-1. Count even at 1. Game just over the 2.5-hour mark. So this one, it's going to go a stretch here tonight, Cavalier. The throw to first, not in time. One ball, one strike. The pitch, Called strike. Throw down to second is there. And they get the tag. The first out of the ball game via stolen base. So nobody on and 2 away now for the BJs. Two balls, one strike, or no, 1 ball, 2 strikes the count, 2 away. Manuel makes contact and fouls that one off. Count remains 1-2. Two away for the Liberal BJs. The pitch, high and inside. That makes it 2-2. Two delivery. Green fires in. It's grounded up the third base side. It will roll out into left field. And Manuel will round first, but retreat back. So a single for Manuel, and the BJs have a runner on with 2 away. In steps Seth Green as the BJs completing their trip through the batting order, and Green gets the strike call. The pitch, that one will miss, and evens the count at 1. So the A's, they have a BJ runner on, 2 away. That pitch low, but swung on. Green is down in the count 1-2. One-two delivery. Glenn Green, the third, will take a look over at first. Swung on and missed. Seth Green goes down on strikes, and that will end the inning. The A's get a 0 on the scoreboard, and it is stretch time in Dodge City. We'll come back with the bottom of the 7th. The A's, they have 2, 3, and 4 when we return. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Omari Johnson leading off, takes the first pitch ball, grounds it to the second baseman shortstop who throws it away. And on with another error is Johnson. The A's, they have their leadoff aboard.
Now for Dodge City, Glenn Green the third.
So that'll bring up Glenn Green. The BJs with a costly error in the ball game. The A's have a leadoff aboard. Pitch swung on and missed. Down in the count, 0-1 is Green. He's 1 for 2. Green, he walked on the last time he was up. As that pitch misses and evens a count at 1. 1-1 pitch. Sam Barnes, the sidewinder on the mound for the Liberal BJs, and the A's, they do have a pitcher in the bullpen as that pitch is in and called strike to Green. Down in the count, 1-2. Waving off a couple is Barnes. Still looking for a pitch he wants. Nope, they're not going to get it, so they're going to go out and have a quick mound visit. I don't know if Barnes is having a hard time seeing the signs. Well, that mound visit's over and we'll go back to work. Glenn Green steps on. 1 ball, 2 strikes account. Omari Johnson's on at second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. It's a 6-6 ball game. The pitch. Green fouls that one off. Count remains 1-2. One-two pitch, fouled back into the net again. Sixth pitch of the at-bat coming despite the 1-2 count. Barnes delivers, it's yanked outside, and the count evens itself at 2. Liberal, they scored 1 in the second, 3 in the third, 2 in the fifth. Your A's, 2 in the third, and 4 in the sixth. The 2-2 delivery coming. Barnes takes a look back at second. He'll yank one outside, and the count runs full. Not much wind to speak about here at Cavalier Field as the flag, in unusual fashion, is pointed almost straight down. Makes it a kind of a sticky, muggy night here at Cavalier, but either way, we'll see the payoff pitch here from Barnes to Green. Barnes has what he wants and comes set. The Payoff pitch is fouled off. It's actually going to be a drop third strike. They'll throw to first in time. It moves the runner over to third. Green just almost had that one beat out.
At that now for Dodge City, third baseman number 25, Nico Brown.
That moves Johnson over to third, 1-on-1 away for Nico Brown. Nico steps on. He's 0 for 3. Got on an error the last time he was up. Pops that one up. It's to the right side. Being called off by the right fielder, and it will allow... It allowed Johnson to tag up, and he makes the sliding run home. The A's, they've taken the lead 7-6.
At that now for Dodge City, first baseman number 12, Jaden Moreno.
Well, the A's, they've scored in back-to-back innings now and hold the lead. That brings up Jaden Marino. He's 0 for 2, walked on the last time he was up. Looks at a strike down the zone and falls down 0-1. Well, the A's, after falling behind 4-0, they've rallied. They trailed it. They trailed it 6-2 at one point and have come all the way back and lead at 7-6.
At that now, the shortstop number 6, Arturo Lakinski.
Well, the A's, they're going to make a substitution for Marino. They'll send out a pinch runner, and it's going to be Trace Copper. One on and two away now as Trace Copper is a pinch runner for your Dodge City A's. Arturo Blakinze at the plate, 0 for 2 in the ball game. He went down on strikes his last time up. Takes a first pitch strike from Barnes. Falls down 0-1. One delivery from Barnes. He'll miss low and outside. Blakinze moves ahead in the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike the count. Blakinze makes contact. He'll foul it off to the right over towards the batting cages. That should send some students scrambling to go return that ball to the concession stand. It evens the count at 2. So it's deuces wild across the top of the scoreboard. The pitch from Barnes. He looks down, delivers, it's outside, and the count runs full. Well, the wild pitch moved Copper over to second. The payoff pitch coming to Arturo. Barnes has his sign and comes set. They'll step off the mound. Copper will go back to second. McKenzie steps off as well. Tracy's about, I would say, a good 8 feet off the bag. The payoff pitch, a look back at second, and he misses outside, and that puts runners on now at first and second. McKenzie draws the walk, and that will bring up Alejandro Gomez. Gomez 0 for 3 in the ball game. A fly out the last time he was up, and the A's are threatening here in the bottom of the 7th after taking the lead earlier in the inning. The A's, they lead at 7-6 over the BJs, as they have scored 5 unanswered so far. The pitch inside catches the zone to Gomez, and he's down 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Gomez makes contact, sends it foul. It'll go to the left and out of play. He's down in the count 0-2.
Foul ball should be returned to the concession stand for $1.
We're doing great. 7, what's the score?
So we'll go back to work. An 0-2 count to Alejandro Gomez. Copper gets his lead off at second. Gomez swings and misses, and that will end the inning. The A's, they get a run and take the lead. We're headed to the top of the 8th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. The A's, they make some defensive changes as Nicholas Gonzalez takes over the mound for your Dodge City A's. Blake Coleman taking over at first, and Jael Amador at right. Defensive changes for your Dodge City A's as we work our way into the top of the 8th. William Bologna on the mound, or at the plate, for the Liberal BJs. He'll take a ball inside and is ahead in the count 1-0. 1-0 pitch. The sidewinder on the mound for the Dodge City A's now, and he misses outside, and Bologna's ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch. Popped up. Fielded by Blakinze. The throw to first is wild, but able to make the tag. Hopping up is Blake Coleman, and the A's have the first out of the inning. Blake just joining the team as that brings up Cooper Kardokas. Kardokas is 2 for 2 in the ball game. Has walked on the last 2 times he's been at the plate. Gonzalez set and delivers for a strike on the outer edge. Nobody on and 1 away for the BJs in the top of the 8th as Kardokas swings and sends that one fouling out of play and falls down in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch coming. Gonzalez, the righty, played at McPherson College, working from the first base side of the rubber. Swings and delivers. I say swing, he's got that sidearm delivery. Kardokas moves into the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Gonzalez set. Fires in. It's fouled off the end of the bat. The count remains 1-2. Well, we're approaching the 3-hour mark of this ball game. Top of the 8th, the A's lead it 7-6. The pitch. Called strike 3. It catches Kardokas looking. And that is out number 2 of the ball game. A 1-0 count and a leaping catch by Arturo Blakinze. The A's get out of the inning on a line drive by Drew Gartman, and we're headed to the bottom of the 8th. The A's will have 8, 9, and 1 due up when we return. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. I saw that. Kennedy Drexler leading off here in the bottom of the 8th. Takes a first pitch strike from Barnes. Back on the mound for the Liberal BJs. Drexler, the pitch misses outside. Makes it 1-1. 1-1 delivery coming. The pitch. Drexler will foul that one off. It'll go back and out of play and falls down 1-2. That should send some kids running, and it does. Looks like there's a few of the youth A's in attendance here tonight. Not the best crowd that we've had on hand, but also a pretty warm and muggy day here in Dodge. Pitch from Barnes misses outside and evens a count at 2. So Drexler, he's 1 for 3 in the ball game. Doubled the last time he was up. Swung on and missed, and he will go down on strikes. First out of the inning, and that brings up Aiden Morehouse. Morehouse, the catcher for your A's. A perfect 3 for 3 in the ball game, has singled the last 2 times he has been at the plate.
And now, number 34, the catcher, Aiden Morehouse. 1 out.
So a home run and a single has been his night at the plate. The pitch, high and inside, ball 1 to Morehouse. What a night it's been here at the ballpark. Your A's, they've scored 5 unanswered to take a 7-6 lead. Pitch, called strike on the outside edge. It evens the count at 1. Had a visit from the famous Boot Hill Gunfighters back in the 3rd inning. The ketchup, hot dog, mustard plus others race. That pitch high and inside. It might have actually grazed Morehouse's elbow. And they say it did. Well, now they're, after some complaints from the BJ's dugout, they're going to ask for help. Whether that was a swing call. We're going to talk it over between the home plate and field umpire. Not sure if he was able to see everything. The pitch was high and inside. And Morehouse will be awarded first on a hit by pitch. And the A's, they'll go to their courtesy runner. They'll use Cameron Parks as a courtesy runner here in the 8th to bring up Landon Langley. Langley, he's 1 for 4, singled the last time that he was up. So the A's have 1 on and 1 away. Langley, he'll swing and come up empty. Falls down in the count 0-1. Despite being out hit 10-7, the A's, they lead in the important category, which is runs, as that pitch is in and called strike. And it has Langley down in the count 0-2. So 6 runs on 10 hits, 3 errors for the BJs. 7 runs on 7 hits and 1 error for your Dodge City A's. The 0-2 pitch, Langley will foul that one, and it falls just past the press box. The count remains 0-2. The 0-2 delivery coming from Barnes. Grounded up the third base side. It'll roll out into left field. Parks is rounding second. He goes to third and gets the stop sign. Langley in safely with a double. The A's, they have runners in scoring position with one away.
Coming to the plate now for Dodge City, number 14, left fielder Omari Johnson.
Well, that's going to prompt another mound visit from the Liberal BJs. They don't have anyone in the bullpen, so this is going to be a let's talk some things over and see what we can get done. The BJs, they led this ball game 6-2 at one point, and your A's have come storming all the way back to take a one-run lead. Some insurance would be great here in the bottom of the 8th. See if we can get out of this ball game with 3 outs in the top of the 9th. So that mound visit is over, and we will go back to work. Omari Johnson stepping up to the plate for the A's. Johnson, he's 1 for 4, got on an error his last time up. So should this result stand, Barnes will take the loss for the BJs. And I believe Glenn Green will get the win if this result stands right now. Pitch fouled to Johnson. He's down in the count 0-1. The pitch inside. A good stop by the catcher Adams for the BJs. I've said it before and I'll say it again. These pitchers, they need to take care of their catchers because they do a lot of work keeping balls ahead of them and diving for balls that are out of the zone. Pitch is fouled off by Johnson and falls down in the count 1-2. One-two delivery. Barnes getting a new set of signs. Again, has what he wants. Well, Omari Johnson's going to step out of the box and will reset. Barnes steps on his right foot on the third base side of the rubber. The BJs, they have their infield in. The 1-2 pitch. Low and inside, another diving stop by Adams, and it evens the count at 2. Well, the BJs, they have their infield in, standing right on the green of the infield turf. Speaking of infield turf, brand new turf here at Cavalier was installed last fall as Johnson, he'll make contact. It's a fly ball out into center field. 1 run scores. The second run being waved home, and it scores as well. Parks and Langley score, and the A's lead it 9-6. A 2 RBI single for Johnson.
At that now for Dodge City, number 18, Glenn Green, the third.
So that'll bring up Glenn Green the third. He's 1 for 3. Got on a drop strike 3 was out on a drop strike 3 the last time he was up. 1 runner on and 1 away. Pitch rolls to the backstop as it gets away from Adams, and that'll move Johnson over to second on the wild pitch. So the A's have a runner in scoring position again. They've taken a 3-run lead over the Liberal BJs. They've scored in the last 3 innings. One-0 pitch from Barnes. He'll yank one well outside again and Green is ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Well, you thought early on in this ball game that it might be all BJs, as they had at one point a 6-2 lead. That lead has since evaporated, and your A's have taken a 9-6 lead. The pitch, a high swing and a miss, and that makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. Two-one delivery. Barnes goes outside again. It's off the bat or off the end of the glove of Adams. The wild pitch moves Johnson over to third. 3-1 the count now. The pitch coming from Barnes as he has his sign and comes set. BJ's with their infield in again, and the pitch misses low, and the count runs full. Payoff pitch coming. Off the end of the bat and goes foul. Count remains 2-2 or 3-2. Another payoff pitch coming from Barnes. He'll wind up and deliver. Through the left side, the A's, they'll score another run, an RBI single for Glenn Green III. Well, I'm not sure what the BJs are going to do, but they're going to make some sort of change here as here comes head coach Caden Trinkle. We'll take a step aside, and we'll tell you about any changes when we come back. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Not anymore. Nico Brown at the plate for your Dodge City A's. Down in the count, 0-1. Brown evens the count at 1. A sac bunt the last time he was up. Josiah Rojas takes over the mound for the BJs. 1-1 pitch. In for a strike, and Brown is down in the count, 1-2. Sorry the scoreboard's not correct. I'm working by myself tonight, and that pitch is fouled off. Count remains 1-2. Two-two pitch. Rojas, a lefty on the mound, working from the first base side of the rubber. A fly ball out into center field over the head of Seth Green. Glenn Green rounding second, getting the wave home, and the stop sign at second. Glenn Green will score easily, and your A's lead at 11-6. So that'll bring up Blake Coleman. So Coleman steps in for his first at bat of the ball game. Rojas takes a look back at second. Brown has a lead off of second. The pitch misses outside to Coleman. Two balls and no strikes account. One on, one away for your A's. They've scored 4 in the inning. The 2-0, and Coleman was swinging for the fences on that one. Counts even at 2-1. Pitch, foul tipped. Now the count's even at 2. 9 unanswered runs so far for your Dodge City A's after falling behind 6-2. We're in the bottom of the 8th. 1 on and 1 out. 4 runs in the inning. The pitch, called strike 3 to Coleman as he'll get caught looking. That'll bring up Arturo Blaquenze. Blaquenze, he's 0 for 2. Drew a walk the last time he was up. The A's, they'll need just 3 outs here in the top of the 9th to claim victory here at Cavalier Field, their first time here at Cavalier this season. The pitch, called strike to Blaquenze, and he's down 0-1. Not the first time we've played in Dodge. The A's, they opened last Friday here against the Great Bend Batcats, of course, dropping that game. That game was played at Demon Field, the high school field here in Dodge, as a throwback for the 30th celebration. 1-1 count. Pitch called strike 2 and has Blakenze down 1 ball and 2 strikes. Blakenze is 0 for 2 in the ball game. The pitch high, and that evens the count at 2. Waving off a couple is Rojas. Has what he wants and comes set. Takes a look back at second. Fires in, and it's ball 3. Count runs full. Payoff pitch coming from Rojas. Rojas came in relief of Barnes, I believe the 5th pitcher of the ball game for the Liberal BJs. Pitch is called strike 3, and that will end the inning. The A's need 3 outs. They lead at 11-6. We're headed to the top of the 9th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Top of the 9th. Josiah Rojas, who moved from right field to pitcher, set to lead off. He will face off against Nicholas Gonzalez, who came in relief in the last inning for the Dodge City A's. Rojas is 0 for 3. Went down swinging the last time he was up. Take a first pitch ball. Gonzalez misses outside on that one, and Rojas is ahead 2 balls and no strikes. Two-oh pitch. And it will be driven out into left center field and roll all the way to the wall. A stand-up double for Rojas. The BJs with their 11th hit of the ball game. Hits are tied at 11 apiece. So that'll bring up Adam Swanson. Swanson, he's 2 for 4. He went down swinging the last time he was up. Takes a first pitch strike and is down in the count 0-1. 1 on, nobody out for the BJs as Gonzalez will miss outside and evens the count at 1. Approaching the 3.5-hour mark, so the longest game that the A's have played this season by far. 1-1 pitch. Popped up. It's out into right center field, and Drexler there to pull that one down. The throw to third, not in time, and that will move Rojas over, one away.
Coming to the plate now for the Liberal BJs will be the catcher, number 38, Cade Adams.
So that brings up the catcher, Cade Adams. He's 0 for 1, has walked on the last 2 times he's been at the plate. Adams faces the sidewinder and fouls off the first pitch he sees. He's down in the count, 0-1. It's a fly ball headed towards left field. There to chase it down is Omari Johnson at the warning track. And that will score a run. So the BJs, they get on the board and answer back, but trail it 11-7.
And that now for the Liberal BJs, number 8 left fielder, Charlie Ziola.
Well, back-to-back sack flies, and the run scores. That brings up Charlie Ziola. He's 0 for 3. Ziola, he flew out the last time he was at the plate for the BJs. And the A's, they need just one more out to claim victory here tonight. Pitch is fouled off by Ziola. Down on the count, 0-1. Ziola takes a pitch just outside, and that evens the count at 1. The pitch, right back up the middle. Blakenze will have to barehand it. The throw to first in time, and that will end the ball game. So a 1-6-3 ground out to end the ball game, and we'll take a step aside, come back with your post-game wrap-up. It's your A's are victorious 11-7 over the Liberal BJs here tonight in non-league action. We'll take a step aside, come back after this. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball.